What's up guys, it's SammyCheez here, back with another video, and on today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make an advanced clicker game in Scratch 3.0. I'll put a preview on screen before we get started. As you can see, it's a fun little game with a shop and stuff you can buy, and it's got a little details in the background so it looks all cool. Anyway, let's get started with the coding. First sprite you're going to need is the sprite that you're going to click. For example, I'm just going to do a tree because I'm doing a tree themed game. So basically, I'm just going to go to costumes, delete the scratch cat, and make my tree. I will come back once I'm done making my tree. Now I'm done with my tree, so make sure to grab your entire sprite and then look for the little pointer tool thing or whatever that and drag it to the middle. Make sure it locks on just like that. Then go to code and we'll start coding. Now once you're done with the sprite that you're going to click, all you have to do is just duplicate the sprite. Then make another sprite and just go to the line tool and make this a big fat line. So I'm going to make my outline 20, hold shift and draw a perfect line, go to the pointer tool and drag it to the middle. And once you have your line sprite done, all you have to do is make a new sprite, and you can fix up this art later. All you have to do is just write a simple thing that says like shop or something. So I'm just going to write a quick one and I'll fix up this later. Once you're done with your line sprite, just make a new sprite and this will be your shop button. All you have to do is make a simple little button and you can fix this up later. And then for the actual code, you want to go into events. One green flag clicked, go grab a forever, if then else block, put that there. Go to looks, go to front layer, put that up there. Then what you want to grab is you want to go to motion, go to x0, y0, make sure to change this later. Then what you want to do is you want to go sensing, if touching mouse pointer, put that on there. Looks, and this will increase the size when you touch the tree, so make sure you just go to set size to, grab 2 of these. If touching mouse pointer, set size to 140. If not touching mouse pointer, set size to 100. So this is what your code should look like. And if we test it by hitting the green flag, as you can see, if my mouse pointer touches the tree, it gets bigger. Then what you want to do is go into variables, make a new variable, call this one clicks, make sure it's for all sprites, and press OK. Then what you want to do is go into events. When the sprite clicked, variables, change clicks by 1, and then go into control. Create clone of changes to your duplicated sprite of your main clicker sprite. So that is sprite 2 for me. And you can rename these if you want to. And then what you want to do is you want to go into events. When I receive, grab 2 of these message blocks, change one to shop open ? And make the other one shop closed ? Then go to looks, go to front layer if shop closed, go to back layer if shop open. So basically this is telling us when the shop appears, it will cover the tree and the tree won't be in front of the shop. Now moving on to sprite 2, aka your duplicated sprites. As you saw in the preview, I'll put it on screen again. This will be the little things coming up from the floor and going to the roof in the background. Go to events, one green flag clicked, go to looks, clear graphic effects, then make sure to grab a hide block and put that there. Then go to control. When I start as a clone, looks, go to back layer, then go to control forever, then go to motion, change y by, change this to 3, then go back into control. When I start as a clone, looks, clear graphic effects, go to control, grab a forever loop, grab an if else loop, and then what you want to do is go to variables, make a new variable, and call this hide clones ? Make sure it's for all sprites. Then just click on the little check mark that is next to hide clones. This will hide the variable. Then go to operators, equal sign, and if, go to variables, hide clones equals yes, then go to control, delete this clone. If it doesn't equal hide the clones, then motion, go to X and Y, put that at the top, change the Y value to -190, operators, pick random, -220 to 220. Looks, go to show, then you want to grab a set size to, go to operators, grab a pick random, change this to 30 to 70, then go to looks, set, change this to ghost effect to 50. Then what you want to do is you want to go into control, grab a forever, put this on the bottom of the set ghost effect, if block, put it inside the forever loop, go to sensing, touching, change this to sprite 3, aka your line. Then go to control, repeat, change this to 4. Make sure it's inside the if touching sprite 3 then. Go to looks, grab a change ghost effect by 12 block. Go to control, delete this clone. Put this under the repeat 4, but inside if touching sprite 3, then repeat 4, change ghost effect by 12, under the repeat 4, delete this clone. And now you're done with sprite 2. And now for coding sprite 3, aka your line sprite, go to events, one green flag clicked, motion, go to X, 0, Y 170, drag it on the one green flag clicked, go to looks, set, change this to ghost effect to changes to 100, put that on there, go to show. And now if you give your game a quick test, as you can see, if you hit the green flag and you click on the tree, you have that little background sprite, and if it touches the line, it disappears. So basically, if I keep on doing this, as you can see, all these sprites are touching the line and they disappear. If you don't like the size of the actual sprites in the background, then all you should do is go back to sprite 2 and just go to set size to pick random, and you can turn this down or turn it up. For example, I want it smaller, so I'm going to choose 20 to 50. I like the size of this much better, so now I'm going to continue on. Now you want to make a new sprite, and this will be your low detail mode sprite. So for example, if the background trees or whatever your sprite is are causing your computer to lag, I will make a low detail sprite so there's no lag. So make sure to go to your new sprite, and all you want to do is just go to the square tool, make the fill white, make the outline black, and turn up the outline a little bit. Hold shift and make a perfect square, drag it to the middle. Then you want to grab a text box, make sure the text box is black. Then what you want to put in is you want to put in low, and then enter detail, and then put a question mark. Drag it above the little box, duplicate this costume, and now what you want to do is you want to go to the line tool, make it red, and turn up the outline. And this is in your new costume. Hold shift and make a perfect line. Then you want to go to your pointer tool and drag it and move it around. For example, I'll make it smaller because this will be a chalk mark saying you are in low detail mode. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go like this, and that is my check mark. Now this will say if you're in low detail mode or not. So this is when you're not in low detail mode, and this is when you are in low detail mode. Next thing you want to do is go to code, and then go to events. When the sprite clicked, looks, next costume. Then what you want to do is you want to go into events. Oh, make sure to put that on there. One green flag clicked. Variables set changes to hide clones to no, because on default it's not going to hide the clones. Motion, find a good X and Y position. For example, I think right here in the bottom's good, so I'm just going to go to that X and Y position. So I see that's negative 200, negative 148. Looks, go to front layer. Then you want to go to control, forever, if else loop. Go to operators, equals, change this to 2. Go to looks, drag a costume number. So this is saying forever if costume number equals 2. Then variables, set hide clones to yes if costume number equals 2, which means it's selected and it's on. Then if else, if it's not on costume 2, then set changes to hide clones to no. So now you can test your low detail mode, make sure everything's spelled correctly for it to work. So as you can see, by default the trees are in the background, but if I hit low detail mode and then I press the trees, nothing comes out of the background. Next thing you want to do is you want to make 2 new sprites. Make one of them the shop background. So for example, make the fill like a white and the outline the black, and you will change this later. And all you want to do is you just want to make it pretty big so it takes up the entire screen. So something like this, I would say. Make sure it's not taking up the entire screen but most of it. Make sure it's dragged to the middle. Go to the other sprite, and now you want to make a close button. So if you're in the shop, this will be the close button. So I'm just going to make a little button that says close. So make a little rectangle, grab the text tool, make the fill black, and make sure it says close. Resize it and put it in there. Go to code, and we will be coding the shop button and the shop background and the close button now. For coding the shop button, make sure to move the unnecessary big sprites out of the way. So for example, since I'm doing the shop button, I'll move these 2 sprites down here. So click on the shop button, go to events, one green flag clicked, looks, show, find a good X and Y position. For example, I'd say the top right corner is fine, but the sprites are a little too big, so I'm just going to quickly change the size. I like that size a lot better, so I'm just going to drag it to the top right corner. Go to X, let's see, this is 160, Y 151. Then what you want to do is you want to go to event, when I receive, changes to shop closed, looks, show, then go to events, when the sprite clicked, broadcast, shop, open, looks, hide. Now this is telling the project if I click the shop button, then the shop will open up. Then what you want to do is you want to go to the close sprite, go to events, when green flag clicked, looks, hide, go to motion, X0, Y0, drag that on there. Go to events, when the sprite clicked, and grab a when I receive block, broadcast in the when the sprite clicked, shop closed, then looks, hide. When I receive shop open, go to front layer and show. Now for the shop background, all you have to do is just go to events, one green flag clicked, go to show variable, changes to clicks, motion, go to X0, Y0, looks, hide, events, grab 2 of the blocks when I receive, change one to shop closed, and what you want to do is when shop closed, variables, show variable, clicks, looks, hide, change the other one to when I receive shop open, looks, show, go to variables, hide variable, clicks. One thing I forgot to do is go to looks, go to front layer, and put that when I receive shop open. I just realized that I messed up the close button. When I receive changes to shop open, go to front layer show. If you have the issue of the low detail mode being in front of the shop, just go to low detail mode, go to events, when I receive shop open, looks, go backward, changes to 5 layers. Now if you test it by hitting the green flag, as you can see, the low detail mode is behind the shop and the close button. And that's it for part 1. If part 2 is out right now, check the top right of your screen and there will be a little info card. In part 2, the game will be finished. So what that means is that the shop will be completely finished and done. Anyway guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.